Hurricanes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker, a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed, they made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And David,
there he goes! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and...
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker. He's able to win up front, sees the gap, is able to beat his block and get to the QB.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This offense may want to take note of where this guy is lining up because he's got 2 sacks now in the first 2 plays of the game. He's wrecking this thing before it's even getting underway.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle?
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been put. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down here for the offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Seminoles! Nice catch and good work. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back at the head.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And it'll be down right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 50. the 30, the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knowles! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Get set, get set.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what...
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finding open areas. Turning it on. No, he got loose. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, K. They'll go back to work on offense.
29 Philly.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have...
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Seminoles!
One of the
And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulls it in, it's Brock. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! They pump.
Got it. Set.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Snagged out of the air. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house.
On the
They'll
double.
put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Easy.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fires left. He makes a catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. It's complete to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
25.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Canes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Try to get it to the edge. Across the 45. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Knowles and Canes. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about?
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David can swing going downfield for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught behind the line. It's Brock. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Direct snap. Oh, better look out. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the toss. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide, right, or... And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kick... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offense.
Running free. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third, and he'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run.
Breaks into the open. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown! Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's West. Got his man in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Canes are facing third and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He's turning in the type of performance that will etch him alongside the Seminole legends.
He has been on fire. You got to find some way to slow this guy down, because right now he's getting what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and this Florida State offense is really rolling.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a cut! He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. set of downs.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Pulls and fires complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Back to throw, it's West. That's caught, it's Thomas.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Smashes through the tackle. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get...
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today. It's a fabulous party. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Running to the left. Got enough for the 1st. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds a little space. He's loose. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's West. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the... Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers.
There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's West. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that open
inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go. Tuna.
Wants to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.